And I understand you were trying to move to Randburg from Sandton earlier, but actually it was almost pointless because of the traffic. How bad is it where you are? How angry are people?
Gareth, by this time I was hoping to speak to businesses in and around the Randburg CBD, but I kid you not. We've literally only managed to move 2 kilometers from the point that we were at Grayston Drive coming into Sandton. That's because of the heavy traffic. We've passed about 4 traffic lights. At this stage, all of them have blacked out essentially, and it's causing heavy traffic. The point man that you see on the street there helping with the traffic have only just arrived here 5 or so minutes ago. I guess the advice that I can give to people that are heading to work is go in a taxi, because it seems like they're the only ones that manage to crisscross quite easily through the traffic. But for us that follows the rules of the road, it's been a nightmare. Now, just to get an idea of how it is, given that I was trying to speak to businesses, I want to speak to some of the people that sell on the street in and around Sandton here, just to get an idea of this stage 6 and how it's impacting them. In fact, I want to start with Sis Tracy, who sells fat cakes, fat cooks here, amagwinya, on the sidelines of Sandton here, just to find out how she's having it. So Swam, thank you for joining us at eNCA, but maybe tell us of your experience of stage 6 load shedding, the impact that it's having. You can speak into for the one.
Yeah, stage 6 we are frustrated because mina sokumele ngingalali ebusuku ngenzela ukuthi ngipheka amagwinya wami ngesikhathi, noma ngakuyukuthi ugetsi ukhona mina ngivuka ngo2 ngipheka amagwinya wami kwenzela ukuthi ngibambe ama-customer ngekuseni. Kodwa ngendaba le yegetsi sengivuka sometimes angisalali, noma ugetsi uhamba ngo10 ubuye ngo12, so vele sokumele ngilale ngabo6 or ngabo half 6 kwenzela ukuthi ebusuku ngikhona ukuvuka ngipheka amagwinya ngizobamba ama-customer wami la. So i-stage 6 iyambulala noma angisalali ebusuku lokuthola ukuphumula kahle.
So just to get a bit of translation, Gareth, she doesn't sleep now because of the stage 6 load shedding. She says that ordinarily she wakes up at about 2 o'clock in the morning to prepare the fat cakes and heat them up and cook them essentially. But now, because of the rampant stage 6 load shedding, she now has to wake up at around 12 o'clock. Sometimes she doesn't even sleep in order just to guide where the electricity is so she can be able to cook and come and prepare for the people that buy in the streets here. Siswam, we are told that it's going to be heavy load shedding for the majority of the week. How will this play in your life essentially?
Yo kuzoba nzima kakhulu noma so kumele mina ngingasalali emini lakho futhi mina ngibheka amagwinya lamaskonzi emini futhi angisalali ngiyabe ngibheka isikhathi sokuthi ngibheka amaskonzi noma amaskonzi afuna ugethi. So vele kusazoba nzima lokuthi ayikunzima.
And then just last try umongameli uzobuya with speed. President is coming back, cutting the trip short from overseas. Ukhona uzokushintsha? Do you think ukhona uzoshintsha?
Hayi mina amboni ukuthi kuzoba leshintsho noma maduzane nje bebe sithi kona ugetsa usahambi yonke into se right jiki manje so kunje so ugetsi vele siyawuthola maybe once a day. Uhambe 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, so ayikunzima she. Stage 6 iyasibulala ngihamba manje.
All right, thank you very much. Tracy, they're saying that stage 6 is essentially killing and crippling her business. She has to now work additional hours and guide when the electricity essentially comes back. She says it comes and goes. Well, it's off most of the time, and she doesn't have faith, given that the president is said to be coming back with urgency to deal with this matter. She doesn't believe that it will be tackled effectively because there were promises made that measures were implemented. We'll see the end of load shedding, but it seems like it's only become more rampant. We've had our own experiences, Gareth, waking up this morning, in fact, sleeping last night from having load shedding from 6 p.m. I went to bed at about 10 p.m. When the lights were off. I woke up at about 4 a.m. The lights were still off. I had to shower in the dark myself in order to prepare for work here. But as I mentioned a bit earlier on, it's a struggle just to get out of Sandton at this very moment, where we understand at least 75,000 cars come in and out within an hour here in heavy traffic. traffic, and we experienced that ourselves, only moving 2 kilometers just to get to this point as we were trying to head to Randburg.
Yeah, I must tell you, as last night, as I think I went to bed the same time as you, as I turned around, you couldn't have timed this better. As I got into bed last night, and you know when you turn your bedside lamp off, as I clicked the bedside lamp switch, the entire house went off, and I thought I did something wrong. I realized it's power outages in our area. Then woke up this morning, had another great one when as soon as I put the kettle on, just before 4 o'clock this morning, as I hit click on the kettle, the power went out as well. Aviwe Mtila, thank you very much. Chaos on the roads, but let's be honest, what were we expecting in stage 6 blackouts at the moment?